Today we're going to make something very Tuscan, and it is a flask of cannellini beans, which is like a white bean. The Tuscans are known as bean eaters, so this used to be something that at the end of the night they would take beans and oil and garlic and herbs and salt, and they would throw it into their fire, their dying fire, into the embers, and then they would have beans in the morning, not for breakfast, but you could eat them for lunch. They were nice and soft and delicious. So that is what we're going to try to accomplish here today. The ingredients. Yeah. We use garlic, we use olive oil, we use beans that we've soaked overnight, which is a thing. And then we're going to load up these jars. We're going to put them in a water bath, and then we're going to put them in the oven for how many hours? Like
3, 4.
At least 3 hours. At least 3 hours. On what temperature? 300?
300, so
yeah.
Not 200, 250.
250, but that, yeah, I mean 250, 300, you know, I never follow the recipe, but it needs to be low heat. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna load this up with beans. So we take the beans out of this water. You can do it this way, or you can just strain them into a strainer, that's fine, right? I mean, you don't have to. Don't worry if there's a little bit of water. I know some of you are going to go, oh, she's putting water, but that's fine, you know. About 1 cup. You don't want to fill up the jar because the beans are going to expand, and then if they expand and you have too many beans, then it's going to be an emergency situation, correct? We're going to put about a clove or 2 of garlic into each one of these jars. We're going to pour some oil over it, and it's about a tablespoon or 2, depending on how oily you like things. He likes things oilier than I do, so sometimes, you know, when you see us do recipes, he'll add a little more oil than, you don't have to add as much oil as Leo does, but Leo loves olive oil. Right, Leo? That's why your skin is so radiant. Because you eat so much olive oil. Do you use olive oil like on your skin?
Sì.
You do not.
I'm showering with olive oil.
Well, that was a lot of information right there. I just had a mental picture of that. So you put olive oil all over your body and then you get in the shower?
Sure.
Okay. We're putting the herbs in now after the olive oil. We'll put some salt in there as well. It's like probably 2 tablespoons of each. You can put those sage leaves in here whole, so maybe 2 to 3 sage leaves. This is a super simple recipe. What?
What do the herbs do for the beans?
The herbs give the beans a really nice flavor. Otherwise, I mean, beans are sort of conductors of flavor. So they will conduct the garlic, the sage, the rosemary. They will infuse it into these creamy beans. We put water in here because we have to cook the beans in water because right now they're hard. So you put a good amount in. It's about 1.5 cups. And then we cover these. Not too tight, because we want the steam to escape. And the beans will incorporate all the water and become soft. You have to use fresh beans, like dried beans. You can't use canned beans for this. Canned beans would be a huge mistake. You'd make something completely different than this.
Sì.
What would you make?
The best and the
bean
worst.
Soup. You'd make bean soup.
Sì.
Then we fill the bottom. This is called a water bath. It is a technique that not only puts steam into the oven, but it also gently cooks the beans. Because this is something, remember, that they put in their fireplaces or their fornos, their wood-burning ovens, and into the embers, so it was very slow go.
Sì, actually we do in camino.
In the fireplace.
Ah, fireplace.
Yes, yeah, in the fire. Okay, English lesson. A camino in Italian is a fireplace. If you have a forno and you're making pizza and you're done making pizza and it's all embers in there and all coaly, you can put it like in our forno. We have a deep forno, so I would just put it like right in the front. I would close the forno and leave it in there overnight. And then when I woke up in the morning and went downstairs and opened it, I would have my cooked beans. So that's it. That's it, right? Do we do anything else? No.
No.
Can we sing a song about beans in Italian?
We have a song like that.
Okay, sing it in Italian. Go.
Questo è l'inno del fagiolo.
Questo tortellino di fagiolo. Se li mangio troppo cotti, dopo cena faccio i botti.
So those will be done about 3 hours
Sì,
minimum.
sì.
You can really do these in the morning, and then by the time your guests come, they're done, and they're delicious and creamy.
Sì.
So by the magic of television, we'll be back in 2 seconds with the final product. Okay, well, it's dark outside. So let's do the beanies. Asbestos fingers. And then they're great reheated, obviously, because they're beans. So these are the beans. They've creamed down. They're yummy. They've infused with all the flavors. We're gonna let's give it a go. Shall we? Let's try some beans. Do you like white beans?
Sì.
I do too. Oh yeah, you're a bean eater. They're good. They're very flavorful.
Mono.
They're really bueno. And it's amazing because the beans take on the flavor of the sage. There's no reason you can't drizzle some olive oil on there. I mean, it's just a really yummy, creamy, comforting thing. Great with roast, great with pork. So thank you so much for joining us. If you got this far, we really appreciate it. We'd love for you to like and
Subscribe.
so thanks, and thank you to the bean eaters for inventing this. It's delicious. All right, bye you guys.
Ciao.
Ciao.